All right, I have to ask, what is the single most bizarre first date you've ever been
Oh, that's easy. It was unforgettable.
on? Oh, that sounds promising. Unforgettable in a good way or a never want to see them again way?
Definitely the never want to see them again kind, but it makes for a great story.
Okay, my imagination is running wild. Did he show up wearing a strange outfit?
No, nothing like that. It was much, much stranger.
Worse than that? Please, you have to tell me everything. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay, settle in. We met at this quiet, pretty nice Italian restaurant downtown.
Nice Italian place. That sounds perfectly normal. What could possibly go wrong?
That's what I thought too. The conversation beforehand was normal. He seemed nice.
He seemed normal. That's always how the weirdest stories start, isn't it?
Exactly. So he arrives and he's carrying a very large handbag.
A large handbag. Okay, that's a little unusual for a guy. Maybe it was a work thing.
That's what I hoped too. But no, it wasn't a gift or a laptop bag.
He put it on the chair like it was another guest?
Yes, he placed it very carefully on the empty chair beside him.
Started moving? What do you mean moving?
I mean, it was subtly wiggling, and I could hear a faint scratching sound.
Like a vibration from a phone or something else?
Definitely something else. I asked him what was in the bag.
There was something alive in his bag at a restaurant? Are you serious?
Completely serious. He just smiled and told me not to worry about it yet.
A tiny dog? I mean, that's still a huge violation of restaurant etiquette.
At that point, a tiny dog was my best case scenario. I was hoping for a chihuahua.
But a dog I could almost understand. What was it?
It was not a dog. After we ordered, he unzipped the bag a little, and a ferret poked its head out.
Ferret? He brought a live ferret on a first date?
Yes, a full-grown, very curious-looking ferret.
To an Italian restaurant? I am speechless.
My thoughts exactly. I was just staring, completely stunned.
He had a name for his date-crashing ferret?
Oh, of course! He said, "This is Captain Fluffington?"
Captain Fluffington. You cannot be making this up.
I swear on my life. Captain Fluffington the ferret.
He formally introduced you to his pet during dinner?
He introduced him as if it was the most normal thing in the world.
What was his justification for this? Did he have one?
He told me, with a straight face, that the captain gets separation anxiety.
The ferret gets separation anxiety. What about your anxiety?
Right? My anxiety was through the roof. I was worried we'd get kicked out.
So you're just sitting there, staring at this man and his ferret. What did you even say?
I think I just blinked a few times and managed to say, "Oh, hello."
I don't blame you. My brain would have short-circuited.
There's no social script for "my date has a ferret in his bag."
Did the waiter or any of the staff notice this third wheel?
Not at first. He was trying to be very discreet about it.
So he was hiding it. At least you knew it was wrong.
He knew, but he clearly didn't care enough to leave the ferret at home.
He tried to feed the ferret a breadstick under the table.
He broke off a tiny piece and tried to pass it to him under the table.
This story gets more absurd with every sentence.
Just wait. It gets so much better. Or worse, depending on your perspective.
How long did Captain Fluffington stay hidden?
Maybe 5 minutes. Then the ferret got bored,
Of course it did. Where did it go?
squirmed out of the bag, dropped to the floor, and was gone in a flash.
It just made a run for it across the dining room?
Yes, like a tiny, furry missile of chaos.
Not toward the kitchen, I hope.
Thankfully, no. It went straight for the table next to us, where a couple was on a romantic date.
Went for another table? Oh, this is good.
Yes, there was a scream.
What happened with the other diners?
Was on a romantic date. Oh, yes, there was a scream. A clatter.
Climbed up her leg in the middle of her meal?
Oh, yes, there was a scream. A clatter of silverware, and then utter confusion.
I can only imagine the chaos. Was there screaming?
No, my date leaped up and started apologizing, trying to get his ferret back.
So her date is fighting a ferret, and your date is what, just watching?
I was trying so hard not to laugh, but I was also absolutely mortified. I kind of just sank in my chair.
How were you reacting to all this? Were you hiding under the table?
It was truly a sight to behold. Everyone in the restaurant was staring.
A mix of horror and comedy. I can see that.
Oh, absolutely not. The manager came over pretty quickly.
What was the final outcome? Did you finish your meal?
He had this look of complete and utter disbelief on his face.
The manager got involved. That's the official sign of a disastrous date.
His exact words were, "Sir, you need to contain your weasel."
Were they angry or just confused?
Probably not. This felt like a first for them.
I bet they've never had to write an incident report about a ferret before.
Very politely, the manager just pointed to the door after the ferret was finally caught.
So you were politely asked to leave.
Yes, it did a lap around the host stand before he managed to scoop it up.
He had to actually chase it around the restaurant?
He did, but in a strange way. He said, "Sorry about that, he's just really playful."
What a scene. Did he at least apologize to you?
I have no idea. He seemed to think it was a quirky, endearing character trait.
He thought you'd find it charming. What part of that is charming?
I think he genuinely didn't see a problem with it.
That's a level of delusion I can't even comprehend.
Absolutely not. Not a chance in the world.
So, I have to ask the obvious question, was there a second date?
You know, that's the funny part. I'll get to that.
I'm shocked. Truly. I thought Captain Fluffington might have won you over.
I just said, "Well, this was certainly memorable. I should get going."
So what did you say to him at the end of the night?
Exactly. There was no way to be direct without making a huge scene.
That's a very polite way of saying, lose my number.
He did. The next day, he sent me a text.
Did he ever text you again?
It was a picture of Captain Fluffington wearing a tiny sombrero.
A picture of the ferret? Wow.
The caption said, "He's sorry for the fiesta yesterday."
With a tiny sombrero? He's really committed to the bit.
I couldn't. It was too entertaining. I left him on red, though.
Did you block him after that?
I have to know what happens next, even from a distance.
Fair enough. You don't want to miss the next chapter in the ferret's life.
Yes. Always check for suspiciously large handbags on a first date.
Is there any lesson to be learned from this experience?
Or at least one that doesn't require being fed breadsticks under the table.
So if your date brings a guest, make sure it's at least a quiet one.
That would be a start, yes.
And preferably human.
Yes. Okay, so here's the twist.
But wait, you said there was a funny part to this.
After all that, as we were leaving, the ferret looked at me and it was genuinely adorable.
What could be funnier than what you've already described?
He was. He was a little agent of chaos, but he was a very cute agent of chaos.
So despite the chaos, you have a soft spot for the little troublemaker.
The ferret had more personality and was far more interesting.
You liked the ferret more than the guy. That's hilarious.
Pretty much. The ferret made a better first impression than its owner.
So he brought the perfect wingman just for the wrong person.
He was a very handsome ferret. Sleek, intelligent eyes.
Was he at least a good-looking ferret?
Exactly. Not a total loss. I met a cool ferret.
I love that. The date was a total failure, but you made a new furry friend.
I like to think so. I think he took one look at his owner and thought, nope, I can do better for her.
Do you think the ferret knew he was sabotaging the date?
Captain Fluffington was my furry little guardian angel.
He was saving you from a future of weird dinner dates.
If only I could have. I'm sure we would have had a much better time.
Maybe you should have gotten the ferret's number instead.
Me and the captain. It wasn't meant to be.
A missed connection. That's a shame.
Nothing. Nothing has ever or will ever come close to Ferret Gate.
Has any other date even come close to that level of weirdness?
It's a very low bar for the man, but a very high bar for the story.
It's a high bar to clear. Or maybe a low bar.
I just smile and say, "Do you have 10 minutes?"
So what do you say now when someone asks about your worst date?
It's the ultimate icebreaker or conversation killer. I'm not sure which.
It's a great story to tell at parties, I bet.
Not at first. They think I'm exaggerating.
Do people believe you when you tell them?
You know it. That picture is my golden ticket to winning any bad date competition.
That's when you pull out the picture of the ferret and the sombrero, right?
It's irrefutable evidence of the absurdity.
Proof. I love it.
I hope he's out there, living his best life, ruining other people's dates.
What do you think the Captain Fluffington is up to now?
He's a free spirit. You can't contain that.
Probably enjoying a nice meal on someone else's table.
Not at all. It makes me more optimistic, actually.
Does it make you hesitant to go on dates?
Exactly. No one can accuse me of being dull.
That's a good way to look at it. It weeds out the boring people.
I would have canceled so fast.
What would you have done if he had told you beforehand?
That text would have been an immediate no thank you.
Like, hey, just a heads up, my ferret is my +1.
The biggest red flag is a furry, wiggling one.
An immediate red flag. Good to know.
My pleasure. It's a story that's meant to be shared.
Well, thank you for sharing that. It's officially the best worst date story I've ever heard.
That's one lesson for sure.
The moral of the story is leave your pets at home.
In that case, maybe let the pet go on the date instead.
Unless the pet is more charming than you are.